Layouts, and today I have a layout using the Whole Picture volume number 2. This is sketch number 18. This is an amazing sketchbook if you want to use full 4x6 photos. In this particular sketch, it does call for 4x6 photos, but I do go ahead and end up cutting down some of my photos. I am sorry about the lighting in this one. I believe when I was scrapbooking, I was scrapbooking during the day and didn't think that I needed my lights, and you can definitely see that I have a window to my right, and so it's a lot brighter over there than on the left-hand side. So this collection, I Love Family from Echo Park, is super old, but it is one of those collections that I have purchased probably, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 of the collections. Every time I see them like on clearance or on sale, I pick them up because the colors in this collection are beautiful. And it's a fall collection, but not really. So it's just beautiful colors. So I went ahead and tried to pick out things that I thought would work well with our family reunion. I picked out that tree. I love that tree paper. The actual leaves of the trees are little tiny hearts, super cute. From there, then I started to pick out the different pieces that matched along with it. So I have a lot of the B-sides with that like mustardy yellow color, as well as the teal. I did go ahead and use some bold prints in that camera paper as well as the floral paper. I did end up messing up the right hand side of the layout. I just didn't like the way that it came out. So I am going to end up cutting that tiny piece off of the white on the far right hand side and adding a piece of pattern paper to it, just because I did end up tearing the paper when I pulled up that stripe paper. Then on the left-hand side of the layout, I do go ahead and add the photos directly down. Now that's not what necessarily the sketch called for, but I felt like I was wasting or hiding a lot of the paper, and I didn't want to do that. So I just went ahead and put the 4x6 photos down and then started with my stripes after that. So this layout doesn't turn out exactly like the sketch, but that's what sketchers are for, right? They're for our jumping off point. So here's where I'm going to go ahead and add this piece of pattern paper. It is a very subtle tone on tone, like white and cream, so you probably won't be able to pick it up in the camera, but do know that it does have like a really subtle pattern to it. Now I always can't cut straight, can't lay straight, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I just go ahead and trim off, 1/8 of an inch. It does sit a little bit better in the albums if the layouts are not true 12 by 12s, especially when you have a lot of bulk, when you're putting down things with fun foam and chipboard pieces and things like that. If you do have a little bit less to it, it does help out with making sure that it sits straight. So for the photo that's on the far left hand side, the sketch did call for a 4x6, but there was a lot of white space in it, and so I just went ahead and cut it down to a 4x4 and then used the green paper to mat that photo and go ahead and add it over there. Now these photos are from our family reunion. We do have a family reunion every year. We have it at one of my aunt's house, and it's just a time for us to get together. We all live locally, and even though we live locally, we don't get to see each other as often as we probably should. And I'm usually the only one that brings the camera, so I'm always running around taking pictures of everybody so that we can, capture that moment. I did go ahead and add some stitching in some brown twine over to the far right-hand side as well as the far left-hand side. I really wanted to use that family banner, but I just couldn't make it work. And it does look really difficult to see the word reunion on camera, but it's not that hard to see on the actual layout. So I did find this little tag that has the word family in that dark wood grain, and that really does help set aside from that floral paper. And then it was on the brad sheet, so I like the way that it has the little circle on the end and then the brad. I went ahead and pulled in that little bird die cut over on the left. This has nothing to do with birds, but I have trees on it, and I just thought that it looked nice over there on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I'm working on that cluster there. I definitely want to use that chipboard flower, but do audition a couple of different pieces until I land on this tag here that says roots and branches, which I think is perfect for our family reunion because we, have roots and branches in our family tree. And then I went ahead and added that floral piece to the right of it, and right below it I have the word traditions. I did feel like there was something missing right underneath that floral, so I am going to add something there. I did poke a hole and I was looking at the brads, but the brads were so big. So I do take a moment to step away from that, try to figure something out. This is where I went ahead and added the little orange clock right underneath the floral, and I think that that's perfect. These stickers, I don't know where they came from, but the stickers are like different heights, and so you can see as I'm putting them down there that they're all different heights. And then not only that, the numbers in there are positioned in different places. It's weird stickers. So I do go ahead and cut them so that they're all straight, but they still are a little wonky in each one of the letters, and that gives it a little character. Once I get all of that down, I do go ahead and put my block on top of it just to make sure that it's stable, and then I do finally end up putting just a blue brad on the top there. Now over here on the left hand side with the birds, I felt like there was some like trapped space there, so I went ahead and added this sticker, and I do cover up the floral on it. I just wanted that little brown kind of hump squirrely thing there, and right below it I tried out this blue tag that says full of memories, but then I just didn't like the way that it turned out. So I went ahead and pulled out my heart punch, and I'm cutting out a couple of different hearts. I first started out with the green, but then realized that the photo right above it is matted in green, so that was too much green right together. So then I pulled the orange polka dots, and I think that that looks really well. Still trying to audition that full of memories, but it just didn't work out. And then right below it, I do have the 6x6 paper pad, and I have cut out some of the hexagons, and I just have extra pieces left over. So that's where that little red piece came in. It was just a little extra piece from the 6x6 paper pad. Went ahead and added that, as well as I did go ahead and add that green heart, but you really can't even tell it's a heart. You can just really see the green color, but because there's a separation between the two, I think it looks better down below. I finally decided to give up on the blue piece and went ahead and added the word cherish to the layout. And then I started to work on the little piece right above the photo with another little hexagon and then two little hearts as well. So here is my final layout, as well as some close-ups. I will definitely link this sketchbook below. Scrapbook Generations has two sketchbooks that are called The Whole Picture, and I would recommend both of them. They're amazing sketches. If you don't want to worry about, cutting your photos or sizing them before you print them out, they all are 4x6 photos. All right, if you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.